Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC rival, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to... The Sooners will kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will be first on the attack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds us back in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the points.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Running behind that left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Plucks it out of the air.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, Gott.
Turning it on! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. caught over the middle. It's Holly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Makes him talk to the hand. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on first down. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense, creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off play action on first down. He's open on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here's the handoff. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. He'll pull it on the read. At the 20, he's got space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right now, and that's one.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple of times and they've been sacked a couple of times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed behind the line, it's Holly. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punted away on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Motion from the back. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive. The kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he'll be brought down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The give on the option. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Gets it out fast.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know kept picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. Trying to get it to the marker. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And the Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spins away from the defense. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Snags it down the right side. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has...
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gonna swing it on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Tackled there by the defense. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throwing right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
A hostile hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.